What's up, guys? Welcome to another Talking Bull podcast. I'm Anthony. This is Nick. We are here to bring you your weekly nerd news and talk some bull. We are back after our break of not having any news to still not having any news, but we thought we should record. If this podcast sounds slightly off, it's because we're using two different mics on a different setup because we had a short in the cord, we found out. Woohoo! Which is weird because shit just works, but then it just decides we're not going to work for a week. Fuck it. Which has happened before when the whole entire soundboard didn't work for like 2 weeks, and we were like, okay. Yep. Or the first week we ever did, and it plugged into the laptop, worked great. We're like, fuck yeah, we don't have to do anything. This is fantastic. And then for 3 weeks afterwards, it didn't work, and we had no idea. We tried using it on a fucking pad, and it almost fried the tablet.
No, your old shit tablet.
It was like, it's working, 20 minutes in, and we're done. We're like, 20-minute podcast, go. Okay, so starting off with some news for the week. We're going to talk about Teen Titans Go versus the Teen Titans. Now, as you know, a versus thing never means anything. It means they're going to team up and fight some dude, which in the trailer shows them. Yeah. It shows them fighting Trigon and Trigon from the Teen Titans Go thing. This was teased at the end of the Teen Titans Go to the movies?
At the end of Teen Titans Go to the movies, yeah, which I watched. I didn't mind it.
I watched it.
It was funny. It was whatever. It was what it was. And at the end, there's a stinger where Robin, I forget what, I don't remember, but somehow they teased the
OG
Titans, the original Titans. And it was... I thought it was the idea that, like, okay, like, here are the original Titans, and now we're going to make a movie with them, which is what they've done, but I thought it was getting a theatrical release. This appears to be going straight to digital and Blu-ray.
I wonder if that was their plan, but the Titans Go didn't do enough financially to warrant doing enough.
What did it do?
Release.
What did it do?
I don't know. Put me on the spot here.
New tab it?
New thing.
Box office?
Titans Go. What is it? Box Office Mojo?
Yeah.
You can hear me typing really fucking deep because half of this only.
That should work. Just hit enter.
Okay.
Teen Titans Go box. And it's just a picture of someone's.
There's actually a box set. It's a fucking book.
What the fuck?
Who would have thought there was a thing called Teen Titans Box Office? Mojo.
Okay.
First one. Boom, here we go. Let's see what we got.
So a production of 10 million made 52 million worldwide. I mean, like that made
domestic gross.
That made some money. Like, it's a cheap, quick animated movie. They knocked it out, right? So I'm just saying, like, I think that made enough money to warrant if you did another one. You get another 56 million with the original Titans. I think with adding the original Titans into it, you would actually be more than this because you would go see it then if it had the other Titans.
Yeah, I probably would.
Like,
yeah.
So,
and like it seems
like this one's very kid-based. Like it's rated fucking. It says PG, but it could have got a G.
Yeah, and it seems also that it was, as far as I know, it did well critic-wise. I'm pretty sure. I didn't see too many negative things about it.
Or go to Googs.
I thought it included it on there.
It doesn't do that. So wipe me out.
I thought maybe I could just check.
It won't. Because I put box, it's just going to fucking keep going. So
yeah, I thought maybe it would.
Just let me type.
Yeah. Tomato.
Oh.
I just looked at it. I think the internet's fast.
And we are internet searching because that's what we do here. 91 with an audience score of 72. That's a big difference, but 91 critically, and even 72 is still good.
Yeah, it is. Like that's not like a bad.
It was certified fresh.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the first DC movie made certified fresh at the time before Aquaman came out, I think.
Yeah.
No, Aquaman's not fresh. Let's not jump down that road. But
No. We're not going anywhere.
But I don't think Aquaman's fresh.
Yeah.
Maybe Shazam was? I don't know.
Shazam was. Yeah. We got an hour to go.
Okay.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah. There we go.
That's the one I want to look at where it has the.
I'm terrified to look into this because they're all awful.
Oh, Shazam was 91. Yeah, Aquaman was 65. Not fresh though. Not certified.
Oh, I thought that was fresh.
No.
it just means fresh. Okay, I got
That's a fresh. That's a certified.
And then
Wonder Woman was the first one.
Yeah, and then Justice League.
Yeah, we're not going off the other ones. Yeah. But so Wonder Woman 93 and Shazam at 91.
You know what? These rankings make sense.
I honestly think I honestly think Aquaman should be a lot higher.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
It's 65 fresh, but I think it could have been a lot higher. And when I did read the reviews, a lot of people were like knocking it for like dumb things, like things that like.
So the audience is 75.
Yeah.
I kind of want to give it like.
If you go down a little bit, you can get the little snippet.
Yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see like what.
It was way too obvious, too cheesy, too. Like, nothing about this movie works.
Guy?
Like, how does this movie not?
How is this guy a top fucking critic? I've shit on this before, and I'm gonna shit on it again. What screams top critic about this fucking
Cincinnati,
dude
Ohio,
from WXIX TV in Cincinnati, Ohio? It's Stern Enzi. Like, who the fuck are you, and why are you a top critic? The New Yorker, fine. Toronto Sun, cool.
Yeah.
Chicago Reader, all right. Who the fuck is this guy? So yeah, you're stupid. Okay, it's not bloated and smudgy.
Yeah, and some people were knocking the visuals. I've read that too. Where like, it didn't look great. Like it could have looked so much better if they had the idea of like how Marvel puts their movies together. I was like, has Marvel fucking tackled Namor? Because I don't think they have.
This guy from the San Diego Reader, but those action sequences. This is what the Tron sequel should have looked and sounded like. What the fuck is he talking about?
Yeah, that actually sounds like a positive while knocking Tron.
But
just go with it. That sounds like a positive while knocking Tron, and he still gave it 1 out of 5.
Like,
so I'm assuming his Tron is 0 out of 5. Like if you looked at his Tron review.
This guy, he probably didn't even review Tron.
No.
Yeah. Why does every goddamn thing need me to subscribe to its bullshit? I'm now just reading this guy's review straight up.
You can read it on your own time.
I'm reading it right now.
Yeah, but it's boring for people who are listening to us while you're quiet and reading to yourself. At least read it out loud. At the very minimum, read it out loud.
I'm trying to skim it to see what he says.
It just goes, it's overstuffed.
Yeah.
And I've seen that before.
Yeah, the Justice League movie.
Oh, I was watching something else that was overstuffed.
Physics-like atmosphere of limitless scope. Water subbing in for cyberspace. What the fuck are you talking about?
First of all, the visuals for this movie, anyone that knocks the visuals for this movie, their opinion.
Alternate, mesmerizing, and an urgent sniff on the soundtrack. First of all, the soundtrack is amazing.
I love his theme. His Aquaman theme.
Ships and critters that seem half made out of light. Yeah, that's called CGI, stupid. And it actually looks really good.
Yeah, the visuals
and
for this movie is incredible.
hyperkinetic camera motion that should be dizzying, but isn't.
Yeah, okay. But you shouldn't even add that in there then, because that's confusing, because it sounds like you're knocking the fight scene. The fight scene when fucking Nicole Kidman's fighting in the house, and the camera's fucking moving with her as she's like going from, like that's incredible.
See, this is the shit I hate. It says, blah blah blah, follow up to blah blah blah. Seems to have chalked a straight ahead of story and setting. Better, perhaps, more bankable to follow Logan.
Has nothing to do with Logan.
Western. And Black Panther, a Bond movie, and stick its hero in this Superverse. And also dunk him underwater, sort of.
He spends most of the movie underwater.
Aquaman moves through the liquid the way Superman moves through the air. Yeah, because he's fucking Aquaman, you moron!
Let's just move on.
Like, this is... Don't have people review movies who don't know.
And I believe that.
I do too. That irritates. That guy's an idiot.
I was watching According to Jim the other day.
Dude, that show's great.
And it was in the break room.
Yeah.
Playing upstairs when I obviously was on break. And I was like, some random episode, whatever. I've seen the series. I'm pretty sure I've seen the series in its entirety.
Yeah.
But I was like...
I haven't.
Yeah, I was like... This is a good show.
It is.
It's just one of those like 2090 sitcoms, family sitcoms that are just like, it's dumb, it's fun, and I wish it was on fucking Netflix or something.
Yeah.
Like, is that anywhere? Is it on a streaming service? Like,
I don't think so.
Does Amazon do TV? Like,
yeah, they have some. Yeah, they have some stuff on there.
Or is it just movies?
No, they have
like TV series and shit.
Yeah. Amazon Prime. It's got like a bunch of random shit. It's
I
got like
wonder
a lot of Showtime stuff, but I don't think According to Jim is on any streaming service. I could be wrong.
But is that now my question? Second question. First question, I guess. I haven't asked anything. According to Jim.
Yeah.
WB?
CBS.
Let's do a quick like let's just use this one.
Yeah, we have many bars.
Wipe me out.
Yeah, you could just move the keyboard. It is wireless. Oh, it came up.
And go to the wiki page.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading.
Yeah.
To the Wix.
Yeah, ABC I said. I saw it very briefly.
Oh yeah, didn't it air on ABC?
Scroll down a little bit more. Oh, it's Disney, distributed by Disney, but on ABC, which is Disney.
Yeah, which Vena Vista TV.
Yeah.
So maybe it's
my thing. Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I thought it was WB. Maybe it would go to the platform. Maybe it would go to the Disney Plus.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Like sometimes it's all out on DVD
seasons.
from Lionsgate.
No, it wasn't. 6, 7, and 8.
6, 7, and 8. Wow.
Haven't aired or DVD. They stopped in 2011.
Probably wasn't doing sales wise what they wanted.
That's fucked up.
They do that with tons of shows. There are so many shows that aren't fully out there on TV.
But,
yeah. Well, I just mean in general, like.
A good show. I was sitting there and I was laughing. I had a few like moments. I was like, oh, that's kind of fun.
So I can't. It's a good show. I like it.
I like dumb sitcoms like that.
Oh, I love
like things you can throw on and just watch.
That? Oh, the Yes Dear.
Yes Dear. I used to watch that all the time.
I love that show. Yeah.
TBS.
But from CBS, right? That's where it. Yeah, it's a great show.
Yeah, I used to watch on TBS after it aired. It was on after school. It was on at like 3 to 4 or something.
Yeah, that whole block of stuff. Yeah.
Same with oh fuck me stupid. Still Standing with Mark Adder, the Robert from Game of Thrones, like the original. Like, look him up.
Still Standing. I thought that was. I was thinking that show with
Still Standing sitcom.
TV.
Well, yeah. Yeah,
Oh, that dude.
You know who
yeah.
He was
Robert Baratheon.
Yeah, Robert Baratheon.
You know what I was thinking of?
That show though. Well, let's just.
I was thinking Grounded for Life.
Oh, wow.
With Donald
Deluge. Yeah. That's a good show too, but Still Standing. Fucking amazing show. That is a funny fucking show. I want to watch that.
I do too now. I really do.
I want to watch it. CBS.
I might have one.
I maybe.
I might.
Yeah, but that was a funny fucking show.
There's a lot of.
That was another show. It was Yes Dear, Still Standing, on after school from 3 to 4 and then 4 to 5. And I was like, fuck homework. I'm gonna go on YouTube in 25 years when I'm older. I don't need to do this shit.
We're YouTube stars.
I want to watch old TV sitcoms that aired 5 years earlier on the networks, and I'm watching them in reruns on TBS. Or Peachtree. Because it turned into Peachtree.
Because there's some weird fucking license.
Legality,
and even then, we weren't supposed to get it.
Yeah, like even some weird legality. Canada wasn't supposed to have TBS, so they dubbed it Peachtree, and even that was still like they were.
We weren't supposed to have any. Yeah, it's weird. So I came across this article the other day, and it was jokes from that '70s show that haven't aged well. And I'm like,
I'd imagine most of them.
Well, I'm like, and they were just listing things, and I'm like,
They called his friend Fez.
But, like, the stupid thing about it was, of course these fucking shows are outdated. The show, regardless of when it was set in the 70s.
Well, I'll give you this. It was set in the 70s, sure, but they didn't say things the way that people said things in the 70s. They said it like
a lot
the
of
2000s.
the humor is based on, like, how they make fun of women and blood, this, that, and the other.
Yeah,
thing, right?
some of to some extent, but it was still toned down to match 2000 allowance.
Obviously, but still, that's still before anything that you know all this shit.
Well,
but like still, like a lot of the jokes they were making were. I'm back in the camera because I leaned out to check something.
Yeah.
a lot of the jokes they list in that thing were all 70s related jokes, not the 2000s version of what that joke should be.
Well, it's just like even something that is set currently when it's airing to even 5 or 6 years later now, The Office. You could not make The Office today.
That's leaving Netflix.
Oh, I know. 2021 though.
Oh, I heard 2020.
No, I thought it said 2021.
Okay.
People are we should check that out. But I thought it said 21.
I thought it said 20. But either way, like, it sucks.
Even, I guess, because my sister told me about it.
Yeah.
Because she started watching it, and then she jumped on the Brooklyn train, so she's burning through Brooklyn.
I love 99.
And
annoying.
And she's like, oh, so like I saw this article, blah, 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 like, but she's like, I still have time. It doesn't go until I thought she said 2021.
Yeah.
But maybe she said 2020, which would still give her 7 months to go and watch it. Like,
yeah.
But
you still got time.
Yeah. But that is a shitty fucking thing for them to lose. Like that is literally one of the shows. It's that, How I Met, and Friends are the 3 shows that I throw on when it's 11:30. I should fall asleep, but I want something on TV, or I got 18 minutes to make food and do whatever, so I'm going to throw this on and just watch one episode of something. Right?
Yeah.
Whew. Making a mess.
Why Netflix doesn't need The Office?
Yeah, fuck. Netflix. Okay, let's go on another tangent.
I'm all for tangents. 2021, you are right.
2021. So that's a long fucking time.
Yeah. Who knows what deals they could work out before then?
Well, I'm assuming it's leaving, but let's just go with this. So Netflix.
Yeah.
You have an Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Hulu.
Mm-hmm.
So far, not much competition.
Yeah.
You're getting Disney Plus.
Disney.
You're getting Warner Brothers.
Yeah.
Warner Brothers, minus the DC shit of Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers produces fucking everything. You ever watch TV back in the day, and at the end, everything said Warner Brothers. That blue fucking screen popped up on it popped up on fucking Fox.
Oh, what is
it? It popped up on every fucking channel.
What is the fucking sting? It's like, that's John Cena.
Yeah.
It has a distinctive sting.
But it does. The clouds and the fucking emblem, right? That popped up at the end of every fucking show growing up in the 90s and even into the 2000s.
Fucking all of TGIF, even though it was on fucking thing, half of it was Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers. So, where do you see Netflix going? I know there's a strong push for original content because they're going to have to do something to fill this void if a lot of these shows are pulled.
But even so, by the time it reaches... So you have Warner Brothers and Disney launching their streaming services, and now combining Hulu.
You ever see? Oh, give me a Google.
I'll give you a window, and then I'll make my.
There was a.
So my point being, they're combining the two, right, of Hulu and Disney to make a big streaming service, and combining all their stuff, and then Warner Brothers is coming along. By the time they're launched, let's just say late 2020 at the latest, right? That's when I think Warner Brothers is coming out. And so is Disney. What was Disney's? It was 2020, right? Or late 2019.
Yeah.
Either way.
I don't know what the fuck happened.
I don't know. You're searching images.
I don't know why I'm on images.
I have no fucking
I went to Google.
I have no fucking clue. What I'm saying is, by the time, so Netflix has shows right now, right? They got Stranger Things, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Oh, because...
Why does it automatically go to... Just get me to a homepage.
That is, I don't understand.
What's your homepage? Like, is it not Google?
No, it's YouTube.
Oh.
Why would my homepage be Google? It should just search the search bar.
Yeah. Well, just click here.
I don't understand why it keeps doing that. No, my homepage is the YouTube analytics stuff.
Oh, that's weird. I always set mine to... I like that the S just decided to not show up.
Yeah, it does that.
Streaming service.
We got a date. I don't know
why. That enter button doesn't work.
No.
Go to maybe this one.
The warfare has begun.
No, because there's an image of everything that you get that I'm looking for.
This might be it.
This might have it. It was $16.70 a month. Scroll down, a little more. No, if not, okay, go back, and we'll hit on images.
Okay, what I'm saying is my point.
Yeah, you keep doing you.
Is it's probably the first thing. Guide to all the programming so far is probably the first article right there. Top story.
1 second. Okay. You just keep talking.
Okay. their shows are going to be 3 or 4 seasons in, and not like that's when people start tuning out. Like Stranger Things is going into 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Season 4 by the
Came
time.
out yesterday.
Exactly.
I want to watch it this weekend, maybe.
Yeah, I might get around to doing it. Oh, that's just a list of shows.
A list. There's a fucking image that I'm looking for. Maybe this is it. It was a while ago, so June 6th. This might be.
Yeah. $16 to $17 a month.
Yeah, but you get
everything known to man.
Pretty much. Like, you get HBO.
Why's HBO on there?
HBO is owned by Warner Brothers and AT&T.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was no shit.
No. So you get HBO.
It's a dope image.
And some other
for
things.
A shitty movie.
And that's what I'm looking for.
3 tiers of service? First content?
Maybe.
From Deadline?
Maybe.
We're looking for stuff on the internets, guys.
The interwebs. This is how this show runs. I usually just talk and make up something, and then we'll follow that rabbit hole for 45 minutes, and then be like, oh, like we didn't talk about any news.
There's nothing.
Well, that's because there was no news this week.
There was a Charlie's Angels movie that looks like it has.
My beer.
That would be bad. It looks like it has potential. It's probably one of those ones I'll watch later.
Fuck me. I know there's an image, and I've seen it.
Okay, I have an idea. Go back to the main search thing you were looking at.
Oh, yeah. You do you for a second.
Okay. No, I just meant I was gonna look something up. Killing time on the podcast while I look for shit. Yeah. We watched the trailer for Night's End or Night's Out. That looked pretty good.
That one looks really good.
It looks like Clue, but like modernized, and it stars a lot of famous fucking people. But it looks really good. I'm looking forward to seeing it. There's a lot of movies come out now where I'm like, I'll wait till it hits Netflix or like one of these 85,000 streaming services. Is kind of my new thing that I'm all about. Is just wait till stuff hits. What did it look like? Was it a chart?
It was just like a bunch of graphics. So it was like the Warner Brothers logo, the HBO logo, this logo, that logo, that. You know, like.
Oh, okay. Is it this one?
Maybe.
It's just a whole bunch of shit. I can't find it. Who fucking knows? But again, this is like a lot. There's the principle.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff coming to it. Let's face it. They have many, many, many things. And like even Apple now is launching its own thing.
Are they?
Yeah, Apple Plus or whatever the hell. At what point, like, have we reached saturation point where there's too many? Like, how is this good? You know what I mean? There's so many of them now that it's just kind of a bit much. Although, that means you can watch the Looney Tunes. Because if they put all those Looney Tunes cartoons up, that'd be pretty cool.
What's it called, the streaming service?
Warner Media. It doesn't have a name yet, as far as I know. Every article I've skimmed through, it just has Warner Media Service. It's got Seinfeld, which hasn't been on anything as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it just seems to not have a name right now. Oh, HBO Max seems to be the current contender, which is kind of weird. Oh, look at this. Stranger Things to end with season 4, question mark.
I don't want to read any spoilers for that.
I'm not reading any. This is cool. Many of Warner Brothers' legacy series, including Big Bang Theory and Seinfeld, will eventually be available on the new streaming service. Warner Media has also reportedly interested in potentially reviving or rebooting classic TGIF sitcoms, including Family Matters and Step by Step. Could you just put the old ones on the network? Because that would be cool. Also, in that list is Perfect Strangers and Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
It was in their presentation.
Oh, they're up front?
And in their presentation, they talked about, and they had like just a graphic of all the images. And fuck, it's making me mad now that I can't see it. Let's just move on.
You'll probably just find it later and be like, fuck.
I'll find it 2 minutes after we're done.
Yeah. Paul Rudd joining Ghostbusters. That's cool. Can't wait to see that. What's his face? Yeah. Ernie Hudson was like, "This will be what fans wanted." I'm like, "Awesome, fantastic."
So why'd you make? Why'd you take so long to make this one? We'll ask that question. Why'd you take so long to make this one?
I'm gonna go with Bill Murray. I just went the whole thing on Bill Murray.
Okay.
Yeah, moving on. The guy who plays Spock, Ethan Peck, is gonna be in Penny Dreadful spinoff. That's cool. Mm-hmm. The Witcher. We got our first look at.
I thought it looked good.
As Geralt. He looks dope. And then there's a picture and some other stuff. It looks cool.
You have other pictures from the other cast members.
Yeah. I can't remember her name, but he looks dope. He looks like the dude. Mm-hmm. And awesome. Yelena, Yennefer, and Suri.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, whatever. I don't care how her name is. I just piss off a bunch of people and pronounce it. It looks cool. It's a cool poster. I'm all for it. Awesome. Hopefully Netflix does it justice. Hopefully it looks semi-decent. And yeah, new Jumanji trailer.
How to play? It's called The Next Level. They didn't really like the title.
Yeah, it seems that the kid from the first one is fucking around with the game and accidentally transports himself back in and gets lost. And
Which kid?
The main
one. So The Rock.
Yeah, but now The Rock is going to be, I think, Danny DeVito. Because what happens is,
fuck?
Yeah, it shows in the trailer. They go to the house, right, and they're trying to find out what's going on. Blah blah blah. Like his girl.
What is this push lately for Danny DeVito? Did you see all this shit? There was this big thing that a lot of people wanted him to voice Pikachu.
Yeah, I don't know why. I have a clue.
I've seen some episodes of Always Sunny. It's a funny show, but
yeah, I've watched it.
I've never watched all of it.
So yeah, you see the kid, this guy there, and he starts messing with the game or whatever, and he's talking to I think his grandfather, who is Danny DeVito.
With him?
Yeah, I don't know how that works. So he's messing with the game at the school, it seems, and then he's like, oh shit, maybe I can fix it or some bullshit. Then he gets sucked in the game because he's an idiot. I'm like, I wouldn't touch that thing. I would set it on fire. So the other main characters try to find him, right? They're like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah, we haven't seen him, and he owes me his homework.
Exactly.
Whatever,
and then
Danny
Glover is in this movie as
well. He's getting too old for this shit.
He's getting too old for this shit. So they find out the game's been turned on. And they're like, we have to go in after him. He's missing. He's going to need help. He's locked into Jumanji. And then they all get sucked into the game because they're idiots. Again, wouldn't touch that thing with 1,000-fold. They're in the house, too.
I wouldn't touch that thing with your hands.
Exactly. So they land. Once again, all the same avatars.
Kevin Hart.
Yeah. But what's different this time
The Rock isn't an avatar, or is The Rock the kid?
The Rock is Danny DeVito now. Because he's a different avatar. And Kevin Hart is that guy. Donald Glover. Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
Yeah.
So what happened to the other two characters? Like, what happened to the little kid, and what happened to the football player?
The football player is now this guy.
Oh, they
switched avatars. Yeah, and she's still the same avatar that she was
before. Redhead. Yeah, redhead's still redhead.
Yeah. But they're still missing the other girl. They don't know where she is.
And where's the kid? Like the main kid?
They're looking for her. They don't know. So they meet that guy.
So Danny Glover and Danny DeVito also got sucked into the game.
Yeah, and that's kind of the twist.
Okay.
And now they're trying to find, I guess, the two other people. The girl that is missing. I guess we saw her.
The blonde one.
Yeah, the blonde, and then also the main.
The first kid.
Yeah, the first kid who they can't find. There's a bunch of jokes. Shit's going on in Jumanji. It's like bigger. We're gonna see him get eaten by a snake.
Oh, goddamn!
Really funny, yeah.
Fucking.
And then
Jonas is back.
Jonas is back, which may led me to believe that him and the Asian actors there are the other two.
Yeah, I would assume that like when you first enter the game, you are automatically given the Jonas character.
That's what I would assume.
So therefore, he is the Rock Olds character is now Jonas.
Yeah. And now, like, they're different characters, so they get to act different, which is kind of cool. Because initially, when the first Jumanji, and then they're just making jokes here, but you get the premise of the movie. But
hitting you with the ha-has.
Exactly. So the funny thing is like when we first saw this, we're like, this is weird. This is a stupid premise for Jumanji.
Like when we first saw Jumanji 2016.
I don't know what the hell it's called. But when we first saw that, we're like, this is I don't remember.
Whatever.
Enter the Jungle.
Welcome to Jumanji.
Yeah. So it was a stupid premise, but it worked. It made sense. It tied into the original. They acknowledged Robin Williams, and that was cool. And the premise kind of worked for what they were doing with Jumanji. Because initially, the original Jumanji, which I kind of want to watch. I'm watching it.
I watched it recently. I think I watched it a couple years ago, maybe.
Still a solid movie. But yeah, this looks interesting. It gives The Rock and Kevin Hart and Jack Black. They have to act differently now, which is
because they're like instead of Jack Black being the woman, he is now Glover.
No, the athlete.
Oh, the athlete. Okay.
Yeah, The Rock and Kevin Hart are the Danny
DeVito and Glover.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
I'm interested. It looks.
I would fucking love for Kevin Hart to say, I'm too old for this shit.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
That would be amazing.
You know what's gonna happen?
If they say that in the movie at one point where he just, too old for this shit.
You know what's gonna happen.
That'd be fun. They might not say shit. Although I think they said shit in the first one. I think they did slide a shit into the first one, or not the second.
I was like, how do you make a sequel out of this when they first announced it? I guess this is how you do it, and it kind of works for the most part. I liked the second Jumanji, but I didn't think it was as funny as it should have been given who was in it. Like, you had The Rock, Jack Black, and Kevin Hart. And it wasn't as funny as I thought it should be. Like, it was funny, don't get me wrong, but not as funny as I thought it could have been. Especially with Jack Black and Kevin Hart. Like, The Rock is funny when he plays off of him.
Yeah, it could have been funnier, but there were still moments that I fucking laughed out loud.
It's hilarious. But I really thought there would be more laughs. Like, there is a good chunk of, like, laugh out loud moments, but not as many as I thought for that type of movie. But, yeah, that's cool. Also, they started taping Fast and Furious 9 with John Cena.
Oh, they did.
Yeah,
I didn't know that. I didn't know it was taping. I didn't see that.
One in production, I saw it the other day, so that was kind of cool. I'm really intrigued to see what that movie is. Because like half your actors are dead.
I think you've already seen it.
And buried. Yeah, I'm very, very intrigued because like I just want to see a trailer to give me what the movie is about. Michael Rosenbaum and Phil Lamar and pretty much every fucking person imaginable on the face of the earth wants them to fucking redo the Justice League animated show from the early 2000s, late 90s or whatever. Fuck yeah. And Rosenbaum was like, it will cost you nothing. So I'm like, you guys will all do it for free? Fuck yeah. This is one of those things. It's like you make all these animated movies. Just make a sequel movie or something.
Yeah, give us a couple movies every other year or whatever.
Man. They want to do it.
Yeah. Side note, we were on the network speech, bro. Do you think DC gets folded into Warner Brothers or stays separate?
Not initially, but maybe like a year and a half.
Do you think Canada will ever get a streaming service outside of the ones we already have?
Yes. We're getting Hulu. They've already said we're getting Hulu.
Yeah, but Hulu is like... Hulu's been around for a while.
Yeah.
And it's not the one that I'm waiting for.
You're waiting for DC.
I want the Warner Bros. I want the Disney Plus. I want the fucking WWE. I want, you know what I'm saying? Like, there are other things ahead of fucking Hulu.
WWE
will never
get. We will never get that.
Because they fucked us.
Rumor has it, and I keep seeing this anytime it pops up, September for DC. Anytime it pops up anywhere, it's always September.
So a couple months.
Yeah, which would make sense.
That would be like a year from when they
exactly,
came in
which makes sense.
Yeah.
They wanted to test the market. They wanted to get their server strengths
up. The second I can register,
I'm in.
I purchase and I cancel Netflix.
I think if we're gonna hear anything, I think if we hear anything, it'll be from San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
So I'm going to say we will hear it. They will give us a date, and they'll be like August. When's Comic-Con?
July. It's July 20th or something. 20th.
Either they thank God content. Either they announce that you can pre-register in Canada right now, or they'll be like pre-orders starting August 15th.
Yeah.
Come and sign up for the network to get all your information about whatever.
The second I can do it, I fucking.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
Click.
Just let alone they've added every comic book ever now.
Yeah.
Plus all the shit.
That's another thing too. I was reading an article, and it had to do with that fucking streaming thing that I can't find the picture of, but it was in the article they questioned DC moving.
Yeah.
And if it moved, would it move everything? Would it move the comic division?
I think one of the main selling points was the comic. So I think if they fold it in, they keep it. Because if you weren't going to, why add all your new digital titles? Like they added all of those things.
Yeah.
There's not like a large gap.
Well, print is down. So yeah.
Well, look at my magazine.
Mm-hmm.
As far as I know, which I didn't even know was still around, so fucking find out.
It's amazing that you go to a convenience store, like, let's say like a 7-Eleven or whatever, and they still have a magazine rack.
Well, because they have to sell, but they have to sell like shitty tabloids and US.
Well, no, I'm talking about like the Mads and like the game magazines and like
most of those are dead.
Well, they're still all there every fucking week. You still
most
get,
of them
I'm not talking about the fucking People's or Inquirer.
Most of the good video game magazines are dead. Mm-hmm. Prove me wrong, internet. Like you just anything now. Like I go to PlayStation Lifestyles, boom, every PlayStation thing, Nintendo Life, right there, whatever Xbox equivalent is, it's easy. Comic book, boom, all the comic book news. Games Radar, like all that. Like you don't need those mediums anymore. Like we don't need the whole like. Here's all the stuff on The Witcher in August for this month. So you get all your information. That shit just.
It's like I already read it online. Yeah,
exactly.
What is it? The entertainment exclusives.
Yeah, no
Entertainment
more.
Weekly exclusive.
And then like even with like Entertainment Tonight, the online exclusive for like that's how we got the Charlie's Angels trailer. I just wanted the fucking thing and typed it.
You know, that's a whole separate topic.
Yeah, but yeah.
The gluttony of the North American public.
Exactly. And every other public at large. But yeah, that's cool. Sandman is coming to Netflix by David Goyer and his partner or whatever. Mm-hmm. But that was cool. That movie we've heard about for fucking years.
Yeah, Sandman. Yeah.
So they've already gave it a serious order.
It's Vertigo.
Yeah.
DC. Why is it going to Netflix? Nothing against it. Put it on your network.
My guess.
You're like, oh yeah, didn't think of that.
I don't even know. I can't think of a logistic reason why, unless maybe Neil Gaiman was like, look, I don't want to put it on your network. We'll get a brighter appeal from Netflix.
Possibly, but
that's the only thing I can think of.
If you made your network available everywhere,
yeah. Well, this is what they got right now. Animated. Speaking of Warner Brothers, Gremlins. We're getting a Secret of the Mogwai. Cool. I love Gremlins. I like Gremlins, too. An animated show, I don't know how it would capture it, but still would be interesting. I'll watch it and check out to see how it plays. Pacific Rim is also getting a Netflix animated series, or anime, going to Netflix. 2-season order from them. Cool. I really like those movies. I watched the first 2 back-to-back.
Pacific?
Yeah. They're really good.
I seen the first one years ago.
Second one's still pretty good. It doesn't have him because of scheduling conflicts or whatever, but he said he was open to coming back if they make a third. Those movies did fucking gangbusters overseas. That's why they made a second one.
Yeah.
But, it's just robots fighting kaiju. It's fucking awesome. We got our first look, which I didn't even look at. The Dracula, the BBC, and the Netflix
just scroll down
series.
a little bit, you'll see the picture. That's all the photo is.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's pretty cool. It's coming here though. It's coming to Netflix, so we can watch it.
Yeah. From Sherlock creator, penned all 3 chapters. Okay, it picks up sets a sight on Victoria. You're like, I'm intrigued by the show.
Yeah.
I like Dracula. I like different stories of Dracula. So that's cool.
Yeah.
And BBC makes fucking dope shows. Can't understand 2/3 of what they say, but they make dope
They have
shows.
subtitles on Netflix, though. You just
There you
put
go.
it on,
Yeah.
You can read along.
What are we at?
40.
God damn.
Dragging.
We are dragging. Okay, so do you guys remember way back? Let's go back in our way back machine to a year.
Okay, what happened a year ago?
No,
Set
no,
the
no.
stage.
No, I was trying to find the year that this happened. Was it 2014?
2014 was the first date I seen.
I don't know if that was the year, though. Okay, you guys remember when the PlayStation Network went down for a really long period of time?
That was 2014.
No, that wasn't. It was way.
Like.
It was 2013, 2014.
Fuck, was it that long ago?
I thought it was.
Oh, fuck.
So,
let's
do you guys?
let's just take a minute
All right.
and let that sink in.
We fucking old, bro.
Fuck.
Something the other day hit like 22, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, fuck.
Some franchise hit 22, and I'm like, fuck.
The other side note, the other day I was.
We might as well just change this to the Side Note podcast.
We should. So the other day I had this thought in my head, and I was like, "Oh, I wonder what." Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "When did I graduate high school?" And I'm like, 2005. I graduated high school.
Where we are now.
And then I was like, "It's 2019." 10 years came and went real quick. I'm almost hitting the 15-year mark since I've left. And I was like, wow, man, has life...
I'm still back in that freshman 15.
And I'm like, wow, man, has life been a whirlwind in those 15 years? And just like, fuck. It just, where did it go?
Fuck if I know.
And and when I think about like, okay, so on top of that, I found out a couple months, well, I'll say last week, or we'll say last month, in June, I was talking, found out that I'm going to be 32 this year, apparently. Not 31, as I thought I was going to be.
Oh, I did the same thing.
So, because I was asked, how old are you? And I was like, we were talking about something, and they were like, I was like, no, I'll be 31. Like, and they were like, no, like, and they're like, no, like, I thought you did your 30th, and then, like, you had this, and then we had, you know, I'm like, then I took the trusty phone, did the little calculator switch, I'm like, so we were 32, and I'm like, I lost a year in like 6 minutes during this conversation.
I did that when I turned 29 to 30 and realized, like, I was already 30, and I'm like,
so now you're 31.
I was like, fuck! Yeah. What the fuck? I didn't think this whole time.
Then it turned into the joke of like, how do you not know how old you are?
That happened.
And I'm like, this conversation is not the first time it's happened. I remember distinctly being at a job interview.
Yeah.
I was like maybe 23, 24.
I don't remember.
That's the point of the fucking thing. They asked me how old I was.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm 24. And they looked at the thing and they were like, oh, well, you graduated in high school, whatever, 2005. Like, they don't have my birth date on there, but like, quick math and whatever. And they're like, oh, like, shouldn't you be like 25 then? And I'm like,
and they're like, sir, clearly you're brain dead. We cannot hire you. You don't know how old you are.
Yeah, it just turned into this thing about like how old. And I was
you just watch him slowly shred your resume.
Yeah,
you're like, you know what?
That's the one paragraph.
He just picked it up and was like,
he's like, you call you.
Yeah.
He's like, fucking idiot.
And then last month the same thing, and I was like, fuck.
You just need a thing like all the time. Just be like, Google, how old am I?
So you're 32 now.
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah. But I'll be 32 in September.
I just keep telling people I'm 35.
And then you know what you do? You tell people I'm 38. No, then they're like, you look great for 38.
Yeah.
I thought you were 30.
Some of the dumbasses at work, they're like, you're like, what, 26, 27? I'm like, yes, I am. Thank you.
You're like, yes, I am.
Yeah.
Clearly you're blind. You should go and get your glasses checked.
Yeah, they can be blind. You can forget how old you are. It's a world we live in. Anyways, back in the Wayback Machine to 2013, 2014. Things were happening in the world. I don't know what they were, but things were happening.
I'm sure the world existed.
Well, that's the PlayStation went down, and no one could figure out why. And we were just like, it'll be off for a little bit, and it was off for a really, really long time. Like, just an unnecessary amount of time.
A few weeks, wasn't it?
It was a long time. Well, finally now, the man who was responsible for it, the guy who I've been calling an asshat
Austin
for many
Thompson,
years,
23, has been sentenced to 27 months in prison and will also have to pay $95,000 in restitution to Daybreak Games, the company which was formerly known as Sony Online Entertainment, back when the crime happened in 2013 to 2014.
Good. Fuck him.
So when you spend 27 months in prison,
Yeah.
probably spending a year in prison.
Yeah.
Side note, whatever. Where do you come up with $95,000?
Oh, you don't.
They just take, they guard. I'm assuming in those situations, they garnish checks.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Like, you're just paying the government back. Every week you get paid, they get paid.
Uh-huh.
Imagine having to pay back 95 grand. That's like having a debt of 95 grand. You're paying it. And I'm sure they're not splitting it like nicely. They're taking half your fucking paycheck every week.
You're lucky. You know? He's lucky though, because he could have went for 10.
And have to pay $250,000.
Like, dude, you got lucky. I hate these people. I hate people who do like these DOS attacks that knock down services. Because he also took down the BattleNet for Bethesda. I hate it. I don't understand. Like, what does that accomplish? The only thing you're allowed to hack is like when Anonymous goes after like one of those like ISIS.
Anonymous fucking scares me.
Yeah, man. I shouldn't even have said their name.
No, you shouldn't. We should have edited that part out.
Yeah.
Moving on. The only thing we should hack is like the CIA, the FBI. Those places. Those places don't scare me as much as the other place that I won't even name.
Yeah. But like, those guys are fucking terrifying. But like, when they do things like that, like outing like terrible people who've done awful things, I'm okay with that. Randomly attacking the fucking PlayStation Online because you were bored or whatever, or like they
I
looked at you sideways.
maybe in their mind. So they're sitting there. They obviously have some type of skill that I lack. But just go with me on this.
Okay, I'll go with
they
you.
They have a skill, a talent, a knack, a niche, an ability.
Mm-hmm.
I'm coming up with a lot of words. Anyways.
40 minutes and you're like, I have to extend my fucking thesaurus. My word of big books that changes words.
They have these abilities.
Yes.
Tricks. And
I'm leaving.
I think they're hoping for a job.
Well, see, here's the thing.
That's what I was going to. After the long road there, I think they want to impress someone. Like, hey, I hacked into this thing that is difficult to hack into.
But the DOS attacks, they aren't hacking. It's just you keep sending, as far as I remember, you just keep sending a signal to block the other signals from getting through. It's not hacking per se.
So he's sending a signal to stop you from signing online.
Yeah, he just keeps sending that signal over and over and over and over and over and over and overloads the system that it can't do anything else, and then it crashes. And then
and doing that and it crashing takes weeks or months for it to repair.
Well, they fucked the entire online of infrastructure for Sony with the DOS attack. But yeah, like I've read testimony statements, written words, fucking still
English language
of
actual
like hackers and white hat hackers who get the job from hacking, who hate these guys because they're not actual hackers.
Okay.
They just overload the systems. Whereas, like, an actual hacker will fucking go through here.
And buy a house with your credit card.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which good luck. You can try.
If and when you steal my identity and try to buy a house, and if you succeed, can I have a couple
$100?
$100?
When you steal my identity and you continue living. Good luck.
You want my credit, it's yours. You can fix it because I'm tired of doing it.
Tired of trying to fix this.
Try, yeah, everybody tries. I'm tired of trying to fix it. It's actually not that bad, but still, yeah. So this guy's going to jail. He's going to pay out the ass for something really stupid that he did in his early 20s. He's fucked.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, like, the world's full of people like this.
And also, everyone hates you.
I wouldn't say everyone hates you. I'd say a niche market hates you.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say everybody hates you.
Yeah.
Like
Xbox fans love you.
Yeah. Outside of the PS world, everyone doesn't even know you exist.
Yeah, that's true.
In the PS world, they fucking hate you.
Yeah.
Because for 6 weeks, you couldn't go online.
And the PC world, they don't like you either.
Oh, you fucked that over too?
Not probably. You can't say anything that would piss off anyone.
Oh, you meant politically correct.
Yeah,
I thought you meant PC as in personal computer.
I could walk up to someone and say hi now and somehow fucking offend them because of my microaggressions. Look, I'm microaggressioning my microaggressions.
It's the world we live in.
I know, fuck. When did this happen and why? I'm going back to 2013.
When there was no PS network.
We had, like, completely the most random side topic of all fucking time on this podcast. Even, like, more so than any story we've ever told. We have made great strides as a society since even 2013.
Yes.
But we've also
to the point where we can't make The Office anymore, as we were just talking about.
But we've also taken 20 steps in the fucking wrong twist-ass backwards turn, where everything now, and this might just be the vocal minority of people we see, because let's face it, sometimes we are in the vacuum of echo of where we see and how we see it. But yeah, it's a fucking sauna.
Like, keep talking. I'm doing a weather check.
Okay. Just yell at fucking the bitch outside the door. We live in a society now where, like, sometimes you could say one thing and it just completely blows you to hell. You gotta remember though, that's even higher with the yeah.
Okay, so right now in Windsor, where we record, 90 Fahrenheit feels like 108.
Yeah. So all you people
not to mention
like fucking
not to mention that
all
this
those
room
Western states.
Not to mention that this room is probably about 112, 115.
So all you people in those fucking states
I swear I've lost at least a pound and a half for recording this. Like,
I'm gonna be super fucking fit by like September because I'm just gonna like shed it all.
So, okay, I'll let you finish your point before I.
That was kind of my point. We're trying to get rights and blah 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 and everything now, but like everything we say,
every step forward is a couple steps back, and then
we've seen them taking great strides forward, and then fucking did the slip and slide ladder from Chutes and Ladders.
Yeah, you hit the snake, you gotta wiggle down. You gotta go down the snake. Deep throat it, put it all the way in. But so,
anyways, that was my point. Yeah.
Sometimes the shit I say just surprises me.
I have like 300 streams that just the shit that comes out of my mouth. I'm just like, wait, what did I say? I have like 95 quotes that like one of them is definitely about deep throating.
Well, I will say this. Podcast, no. Podcast related. There have been, I believe, 3 times where you actually had to go back and cut the things I've said. where you then told me after we were recording, we're like, I'm gonna have to cut that joke, I won't say it, but you told me you need to stop saying a certain word because you said it like 8 times the other day, and I was like.
It's not necessary. It's not what we think it is.
Haven't said it since, but and then so there's been times you had to edit what I said, literally edit. There's been times you've told me you need to stop saying that, and there's been times where I've asked you need to take that out because I don't feel comfortable that was recorded.
There are some jokes that we leave off of this podcast just because we're like.
I don't know many times though where you've edited yourself.
There's one instance I knew, and it was like I made a poor joke, and the thing escalated that weekend.
Like live, like outside in the world, and it got worse.
I made a joke about something, and then it got fucking exponentially worse, and I'm like, I need to take that out. But that's
one time though. There's been multiple times.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing is with me is I'm on here with streaming and shit so much. There are things I say that I don't say on stream. Yeah. So I'm used to censoring myself. Mm-hmm. Where with you, I'm like I try to rein.
I do one pre-recorded episode a week, and I just balls to the wall, hitting off your chin, and you just like.
For reference, the word he is referring to.
We don't need to describe it at all.
I'm gonna say it because it's not that bad of a word. It's just people don't like it. He just said it a few times, and I'm like, you know what? That might And it wasn't a terrible word. It's just I know that rubs people the wrong way, so we're just like we just won't say it on air. It's not that big of a thing, but it's not like the worst fucking word you can say. There's definitely doesn't say that. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's not what I
said.
But
yeah, there was a joke where I'm like, dude, did you know that? And he was like, no, I didn't.
No, I knew it, but I had said it. Like I know what you're talking about. And I didn't know.
In the context of what you were saying, you were just
in the back and forth, and just riffing with you. I just said something, and it didn't clue in like what we were talking about, the context, and you were like, and then when you pointed it out afterwards, I was like, yeah, you gotta take that out. You gotta. But one of the few episodes I've ever listened to. Yeah. I think I maybe watched 2 episodes. When I say watch, I mean even clicked on.
Yeah.
I clicked on the first one. I'll admit, I watched the first Fast and Furious review one.
Yeah.
And then that one. Because I wanted to see how it sounded. Seamless. Like, I was like, we go past the point, and I'm like, I think that's where I said what I, Oh, yeah. And I'm like, and then it finishes, we change topics, we move forward, and I was like, okay, like, we're done here. And I was like, I couldn't even tell that you clipped. It was, what I said was like 2 words, so it was very brief, but you couldn't even tell.
I will tell you, there's a few Let's Plays where, like, I am just angry.
Oh, well, that's anger is a whole different thing.
But angry, cursing and yelling.
Oh, yeah, that's a whole different. I'm allowed to curse whatever the fuck I want. Except for the first 30 seconds. Because you keep telling me,
but that's what I fucking heard, though.
You do the slap, clap test, the sing test, and then I go, fuck. And then you're like, let's try this again. Shit!
There was one time where I straight up threatened to kill him.
Yeah, you were like, you can't fucking keep doing that because I can't cut it quick enough to not put that in there. And
there's a few times where you fun it as I was fucking trying to get
I watch you. I'm like, as your hand's coming down to like hit the other hand, I'm like, shit.
And I'm like, I'm trying to listen for the clap and the thing, and all I see is this idiot yelling fucking vulgarities through the fucking clap.
Now I wait to the 31-second mark.
Yeah.
Because
there are a few times when I start the stream, I'll fucking go live, and I'll be like, sup, fuckers? And I'm like, wait a minute.
The streaming? Well, you stream on YouTube, which I told you you should switch to Twitch, but...
Yeah, I'm not.
Regardless,
there's already a bunch of our people that have already switched.
But you stream on YouTube, and the same rules apply when you're live streaming.
Well, the thing is, I think when I switch over, it's already like 2-3 minutes in because it's just the
delayed.
I'm putting up the links, and the stream is just live with the almost ready screen. Mm-hmm. And so when I click on "Let's go, fuckers," it's already like 3 minutes in, so there is no thing. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I've sworn. We both fucking swear before the 30-second mark. I don't even know if that's true. It's just shit I've heard people say.
It's something I read on the internet.
Yeah.
But if anything, if I read it on the internet,
must be true.
Must be true.
Must be true.
Someone wrote it. Someone typed it. Someone published it. Yeah. Published work. It has to be true. Like what we're doing, it's published. It's work. It's a work of art. Well, published. It's out there for people to see.
I'm gonna. First of all, this isn't work. This is fucking the easiest goddamn thing on the
planet. Well, based on the amount of work that I do on it, yes, you're 100% right. All I do is show up. If I'm lucky, I take a nap on the couch. If I get here early enough, because we don't live together anymore. But I still sleep on your couch if I get here early enough, which I saw you walking today.
Yeah, you're walking your mom.
I had to drop off to go to my mom's real quick. My sister was in the hospital, whatever. I'll tell you after. But, so, no, she's good. She's fine.
I was like,
I saw you there, and I was like, and I was actually going to go shopping. Yeah. My original plan was to go shopping and then come here.
You could have, I don't.
But I saw you walking, I was like, you know what, I'm already clearly down here.
Yeah.
I'll go back, and then I'll shop after. But, there was a point of that somewhere in there about, if I come early enough, I take a nap on the couch.
Yeah, because you get here like 10-15 minutes before I do because of work.
Yeah. Well, if you think it's 10-15 minutes, that's fine. Sometimes there's been times where I'm here at like 3:10. You get home at like 4:15. So I'm here. So there's been times where I'm here for like a fucking hour.
10, not even 10 minutes away.
I work 25 minutes away, but I'll leave at 2:30.
Yeah.
Right?
Dip out whenever you feel like.
I'll just fucking leave.
Yeah.
So I live like. This is another thing. It's weird to think, but I actually work like 2 towns away. There's Tecumseh and then Lakeshore where I'm at, which is just a weird concept when you think about it.
It's so
even though we live in Windsor, but I actually work 2 towns outside of Windsor. Anyways, But if I can leave at 2:30, I'm usually here by like 3:10.
Yeah.
I just nap on the fucking couch for like an hour. I just fall asleep.
There are times when I've walked in and like slamming shit and he's still fucking thing, and I'm like,
which just reminds me though of the old days where you would come in and see me sleeping on the fucking couch, and I'm just like, just passed out. I'm like, I need that nap.
I don't blame you, man. I power nap usually after, but it's just funny. I walk in here and he's sleeping. I'm like, what's up, man?
Like, good thing I got the key.
Glad he'd be sleeping in this car. Hey, you need the guy with the extra key, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck.
So yeah, I'll sleep on the couch, then I come in here, I do this show, and then I move on.
I keep forgetting this mic is really, really good, and I don't have to be
inside it.
Where this mic,
I probably shouldn't have two of these.
No, you probably shouldn't.
Things get weird.
Yeah. You think your fucking alcohol content would just be like...
You know what, though? There's been no fucking news for, like, since E3. Like, last week was nothing. Last week was nothing. I came over with the intent to record, and we both were like...
We shot the shit for, like, what,
4 hours?
Yeah.
Because we were like, just catching up on life or whatever, but... We're like, is there anything to fucking talk about, like, record-wise? And there wasn't.
No, we just shit on DC some more.
Yeah. But...
Yeah, like we said, we did this podcast because this is what we do. Mm-hmm. We'll fucking sit here and just talk about the stupidest shit, and we're just like, fuck it, let's record it. Mm-hmm. And then, 40 minutes in, we're like, cool, how much time we got left? And then we shoot the shit from the 25 goddamn minutes. And we're like, cool, we hit an hour. I'm like,
whatever.
I don't fucking know.
Works.
It's a podcast, we got it. Yeah, like, thank God E3's coming up soon. Because there's shit, there's some stuff. Comic-Con. Yeah,
E3 just finished.
Yeah, fuck, my brain's
what? Okay, I've been seeing this on Twitter.
Okay.
What the fuck is RTX? Because it's happening now.
It's Rooster Teeth's, not conference, but like, thing. Where they have like their live panels and like.
So it's just Rooster Teeth content. Though.
Yeah, basically. But they have like sometimes they invite like other people or the people that are in their like thing, like Kind of Funny's going and like they're in their brand.
But it's not so like. But it wouldn't be like. It's not like publishers go there or news goes there.
No, not really. No.
So it's just it's just a group of podcasters. Let's just say or YouTubers.
Well, I don't.
And producing shows.
Yeah, I don't even know how you classify Rooster Teeth anymore, just because they actually have like shows now. They got like Genlock and Ruby, and they're becoming huge culture phenomenons. But they still do like the Rooster Teeth podcast, Off Topic, Funhouse is going with all their content. They're YouTubers, so they're a huge conglomerate. Like not huge.
Because that's happening now.
Yeah,
but nothing will come out of it to
usually
for us to talk about.
Not unless it's like Genlock or Ruby News, which we don't really cover because we don't really watch it.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, that's what's going on right now. But it's fun because like, Kind of Funny's there, and like Greg's doing a bunch of shit, and it's always fun to see him do dumb things at cons. But yeah, that's what that is. It's not really a big industry like announcing thingy. Like your Comic-Cons, your PAX, and whatnot.
Comic-Con, like I said, Comic-Con will be in 2 weeks, I believe.
Yeah, right? Because
it will be the 18th to the 21st.
Oh, so bad to Comic-Con again. It's fucking dope.
I would imagine it's the 18th to the 21st because I think it's the third week of July.
I want to go to WindsorCon too because I want to buy some shit.
That's why. No,
it's
the week before my birthday.
Yeah. But I just want to go buy stuff. Just go buy like a 1-day pass and just buy shit.
Yeah, just get that Saturday pass like we did last year.
And if I could meet Austin St. John, that would be fucking dope too. OG Red Ranger's coming.
Yeah, it's the 21st.
Yeah.
We should do that.
Yeah, we just buy a pass, go buy some shit. Because that's where we could get like that's where I bought the turtle.
Maybe we send somebody a link to this and they give us passes. I'm just saying.
Hit up some media.
We're local.
We could cover it. We should hit someone up for that.
We should try that.
I wonder if we can hit my sister up. She used to do the thing in St. Clair. Maybe she knows someone who does cover for that. We can be like, hey, we got that portable mic thing too. Anyways, we'll discuss that later. Anyways, that's kind of our podcast this week. Just us ranting and raving about shit and, side tangents. They're nerdy news you need to know and talk some bull. We got the Talking Bull part covered.
We certainly talk a lot of bull.
We do. Just because you can't say shit in a title. I want to work that into the intro somehow. Anyways, thanks for joining us. We'll be back next week with more Bull. See you guys.